But tell me what happened. No.
But yeah, like, wait, something happened?
So as we open pretty quaint small town deep within the Balkan mountain range, a village that's surrounded on all sides by mountains and forest. A village that's been, well, forgotten by most of the world. A couple hundred people live here, most of them old or retired, surviving on what meager goods they can get. Everyone having their own small garden. Maybe they go out in the forest to collect mushrooms. That and government aid, as well as money their relatives send from afar. Life here in the village is hard. Distance is made easier though by the fact that the community cares about one another. People will help, people will contribute. But people will also gossip. After all, there's not that much to do here other than to gossip. And, well, truth rarely matters. It's more about what people perceive to be the truth that actually affects things. And all of you have lived here for, well, generations. Some of you can, well, at least some of your elderly claim that you can trace your lineages back to the Middle Ages. Part of 7 powerful families that call this village their home. 7 bloodlines which have a special connection to the land, a powerful connection, able to tap into mystical forces which you don't fully understand, but yet have been taught to respect, at the very least. You know, there are many dangerous things out there. Magic is volatile and not to be treated lightly. But in the hands of one that is capable, it can be used to achieve great things. As well, things have been changing though recently. Your sort of quiet life was, say, disturbed slightly. Because, well, people in this village gossip a lot. There's another thing that, well, makes your life particularly hard. See, city folk, they don't believe in superstitions, they don't believe in tradition anymore. Which makes, well, would have made your life easier, but no, the villagers here, they still remember the old ways, they still remember their traditions. They are suspicious, to say the least, making your activities, or at least their concealment, much harder to do. As you've all been taught as you grew up, you must keep hidden, you must keep out of sight. You don't know how people will react at large. They knew what you could do. Some may understand, sure, but fear is a dangerous thing that makes people do dangerous things. That wasn't really a problem for many years, as, well, the previous priest was an old, foolish drunk. Nobody really liked him. People had plenty of gossip to do about him. And, well, the church, old enemy, people like you. Well, their best representative wasn't doing a very good job, but, well, after 2 years of not even having a priest, the village church sort of fallen into disrepair. 6 months ago, they sent someone new in down. A young man, Alexander. He's been around, and unlike, well, others, the man's not a drunkard, he's not belligerent, he is polite, he is respectful, he is hardworking. He has, in fact, rebuilt the church with his own hands and what some of the other townsfolk would have provided for assistance. Ever since then, things have been turning around slightly. Your coven is, well, concerned. It seems that Alexander is, well, he has a fresh perspective on things. And as influential as he has become in the village, just a mere 6 months, has some of the elder folk in your coven slightly concerned, as a new gathering will be had in, well, less than a month. At the summer, not the summer, the spring equinox. Is that how the fuck I say it in English?
Equinox?
Yeah, because I don't ever know. I never know the difference between equinox and solstice.
I think,
Yeah, it's equinox. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, as well, you have well, roughly 2 weeks to until that meeting will happen. So it's open with well, it's open from the top. Luciana, how is your day starting as you get up? Presumably early in the morning, maybe?
Mac?
Luciana, see what?
Yeah. Red.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said. I'm sorry. I saw it from top. Yes.
Yeah, from the
Luciana
top
would.
of Foundry.
Gotcha. Okay, sorry. Yeah, she probably would get up early in the morning, preparing. Well, trying to make herself look presentable and taking on the whatever small garden she's allowed to have, essentially. A little lonely now that her parents have basically been gone. I assume it's just her now here in this house.
Are you living alone now?
I think so. It's a recent thing that happened, so it's not much
How
change.
long have you been living alone like this?
I want to say her parents, like her father, she buried like almost a month. Like it's been a recent thing. Like her father has died essentially, and she buried him, and there's no one else, at least right now.
Huh? As you're sort of going through your morning early routine, there's like a soft knock at your front door. Well, it
Yeah,
will
she
be
would,
a ringing, but yes.
yeah, she would probably go to the door, or like not even looking at the people or trying to see who it is beforehand, just expecting it's someone she would know, basically. As she, hello.
Well, the way the house is here is unlike you good people of the US. There's always your house is surrounded by a fence, so even if you go out, there's still like a distance between the street and your actual house.
Ah,
So like
okay,
whoever
okay.
whoever is usually ringing, there's like almost like a doorbell at the gate, if you have one,
Oh,
and that sort of
that's
like
fancy.
rings. It's not fancy,
Gotcha.
right? That's no. What
It
the fuck?
sounds so good.
Holy
It's
shit.
fancy for me. That sounds really really fancy. I'm sorry.
Mac, is that fancy?
No.
It's
No. Wait, listen, Grant. These
sorry.
people are built different. Again, cultural clash. Listen, I may hate these people, but I understand them.
Sorry. That's okay. I'll try to recontextualize.
I'll have
Yeah,
to
she'll-
repost the post photos from the village, Red. It's not fancy, no.
These people will marvel at communist commie blocks.
Look, I've never had a yard at all, so yeah, okay. But she would I guess, glance out the window as she's going to go open a door and see
Yeah,
who it is.
you do see, well, Deacon. Not even an actual full priest, as far as you understand. Deacon Alexander.
She'll try to keep herself composed from make sure her face doesn't give away any of her emotions as she tries to be pleasant. Going up to the gate. Hello, Deacon Petrov. Lovely morning.
Morning to you, Luciana. I was merely there. I wanted to check in on you. You're doing all right?
That's kind of you, but I'm fine. A little lonely now, a little quieter, but I will endure.
Well, that's why I do try and stop by every now and then. Have any need? I imagine there's a lot of work around the house that you might need help with.
Grunt, how long would it be? And I'm gonna make an assumption so you can tell me I'm wrong. I assume preparing for winter is like a big deal because it's something
Yes.
that, yeah. And I kind of okay.
And I'll say
she
like
prob-
this is early March. You just barely got out of winter. It's still fucking cold. It's still wet and damp. It's like most nights you probably have to make like a small fire up.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, the chill gets to me sometimes, but I think if some of my neighbors have been able to help as best they can. I know there are probably more who need more help than I, though.
Well, God provides for us all. Let me know. I'm here.
Of course. It's appreciated.
He'll sort of politely smile and continue his way down the dirt road.
She probably watches for a minute before releasing a breath and
Gonna say
Going back?
this has been happening. He does like come roughly around like once per week to check in on you, offer any aid you might need. There's like firewood to cut. There may be like things you need to move around the house. There's a lot of work for like a single person around one of the households.
I presume he does it for the village to those who need help or stuff like that beforehand as well.
Yeah, you can presume that. Listen, I'll tell you if you're willing to go spy on him.
Yeah, I think because he's a new priest, so she would try to keep an eye on him at the very least because of the concern that's been growing within the coven. I presume.
Well, let me look at some of the things here then.
Of course.
You need to give me a wits.
Ooh, okay.
Funny if the first roll is a failure.
No, Grant, why would you say that? I think I can believe I can add up. Can I add my +1 influence for this one?
No, because this is nothing.
Okay.
Because you
is
spying on
proper, so-
people. Unless by spying you mean like talking to people, and then there would be you would have to roll influence.
Okay. I think it doesn't. Yeah, I think she would just do a simple chatting about the gossiping about the new deacon, if that's all right to say.
Okay, let me make a note about that. But yes, feel free to roll with influence, because that means you have been talking to other people about him.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that.
Damn.
Partial.
Was it worth
Partial.
it?
I
think
assume
it
this is a
will be.
common thing to talk about the new deacon, right? Right?
He's a strong man. I won't blame you. He just looks pretty well built, I must say.
He
So, Tyler,
definitely
what
does.
you two stay with your dark magic in the background, goddammit.
There's the partial success as yeah, has like provided assistance to other people. He does surprisingly gets around, from like fixing the church to providing regular how would you say this name?
Charity?
No, when you like do the
Chores? Or service?
if yeah, no, I guess church service, yeah. Hate English sometimes. It's vague. But yeah, he has been between his like church service, fixing the actual church so it doesn't like rain inside and like the snow doesn't get in. Going around with people, helping them around their own households, and just being very friendly. There has been people are being sort of he doesn't have a good reputation. Like the thing is he is fighting, he is fighting a lot of bad rumors about, because even though he is quite helpful and all of that, of the good qualities I've enlisted, people are wondering, one, why is such a young priest, why was he sent here? Two, wait a minute, he's not even a priest, he's a deacon. He doesn't have like knowledge and authority to do what he does. He's kind of a bit arrogant if you think about it. Three, he's young, he doesn't know much. How can they send someone who is clearly, like, yes, he is quite helpful, but he is foolish. The people view him as you would view a golden retriever. It's like he wants to do out of good, but he's not very smart. But these are just like the gossips. I don't think he never struck you as an idiot. But because of his lack of age and lack of authority within the church, has sort of given a lot of the villagers like pause.
I know, the bias of small town type of thing. I
Yeah.
gotcha.
It's a good thing that like people have noticed you asking a lot of.
Curiosity, a new new person coming in the village. Why wouldn't you be asking questions about it? I'm sure there's local gossip between everyone about it.
Yeah, not everyone rolls a partial, so. As we're gonna move down the list. Lena, you're gonna. Nadia, how would your morning go?
She would get herself ready and probably tend her garden. Maybe make breakfast as well for her grandma and her husband beforehand.
Gonna say, yeah, you wake up early and start tending things around the house. Eventually, both your husband and grandmother awaken. After a quick break, after a quick breakfast, husband's gonna stop and say, well, I have to go to the town for some business. Need anything from me? Do you need me to get you anything from there?
I think we're good for now. Be careful.
Always take care. Gonna like sort of walk. As your husband like does this on the regular. There's about an hour's walk until the nearest city. Well, calling it a city is ambitious, to say the least. It is just a bigger village. But unlike your village, who is far up in the mountains, this one has more public service. It's as like a postal office. There's like an actual like city hall. There's like a small clinic. So there's a bit more, but yeah, most of the area is dominated by either small villages like yours or sort of you could almost like call them vacation houses, because they're not like full on motels, right? Are like just bigger houses that some people have made a bit like luxurious and modern and then just kind of rent out to tourists. Yes, no kiss. In fact, he left quite abruptly. As her grandmother would sort of scoff at that a bit. Ugh. Still no manners.
Maybe he'll learn someday.
Men are stupid. They never learn.
Can at least have some faith.
Faith is for people who believe in God. We make our own fate here.
Yes, of course. So you got anything planned for today?
No? I'm still a bit tired, so probably I'll stay around the house. Maybe tomorrow or the day after tomorrow, once the weather improves, I'll head out to the forest. Collect some ingredients.
You want me to join you?
Oh.
I can help you.
Maybe old, but I'm not incapable. I have plenty of things to do around here.
Sure. Just want to take care of you.
Tell me, I was talking last week with some of our neighbors, and why is Lua asking so many questions about the young D?
I don't know.
She like has that like look of she doesn't believe you, but she's not gonna like question it. Says, "Well, I was young once. I understand childish crushes. Well, if you would be so kind, talk to her and inform her that she should not let her feelings get taken away from her."
I will tell her. Don't want to get into any danger.
Deacon worries me, you know.
What are you worried about?
Ever since he came, I've been having these bad dreams. Never a good sign.
What are the streams about then?
Don't remember exactly, but it always somehow ends up the village burning down. Terrible, terrible storms. Had another one 2 nights ago. Ugh. I will bring it up. The Coven meeting. This Petrov is there is something about him I don't like. And I know how you young people can be quite foolish, so please do talk to her. She's definitely gonna be more open with you.
I will try my best to convince her.
Thank you. Gonna sort of get up, go outside on the porch, sit in her chair and just sort of stare at the road and people walking about as the village is like slowly springing to life. So we'll move on to, well, Svetlana. How is your morning routine looking like?
Now listen, we probably sleeps a bit in probably because she likes to sneak about around evenings to collect some herbs and whatnot. He wakes up a bit slightly later than the others. After that, it's mostly
I was gonna say, if you wanna sneak out, that's a roll, Mac. Great roll.
Okay.
Gonna roll me with looking for specific plants already?
no.
Then you're not sneaking. You haven't been sneaking out.
Well, it's more leave it to chance, not look
Ah.
at the other one.
You're sneaking out and just wandering in the forest. That's not
Yeah.
sneaky. Yeah.
There's
roll.
also a role for just that too as well, I believe, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, leave it to chance. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's what's
That's what I was
what's one.
thinking.
I would love to roll you that. It's a partial.
1d20.
Yeah, we'll just number the plans top to bottom, I assume, for simplicity's sake.
Yeah. They're in alphabetical order.
That's the free, which is let me check.
Clover.
Clover. Hey. Quantity. Fuck uses a. No, okay, come on. I use it.
Whatever one works for you.
Yeah, I use it for bureaucracy. My mind.
Yeah. Sneaking out recently as well, you've been sleeping in as your
Mother Roxana. She's right.
yeah, she's like knocking at your door, waking you up early in the morning.
She'll get a bit of slowly, like yeah, what is it?
Well, normal people wake up at this hour.
Listen, it's only. They check the clock.
It's like 8:30.
Yeah. Listen, it's still in the morning. It's fine.
You know how many chores there are to do already?
Fine. I'll get to it. It's.
You will, right now.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah, you'll have to like start taking the trash out, cleaning some of the yard slightly, and well, listen, father's not paying attention right now. Always just sneak away.
I could just sneak away. I couldn't. I will.
Yeah. So after like kind of
Take the trash out because
Yeah, it's like
Take the trash.
what's the word in English? How do you say this in English?
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, after like sweeping some of the leaves and like small fucking twigs in the yard, making sure everything's clean, and noticing your mother's not paying attention, you do just can like leave as yeah, it's around like 9 a.m. as a lot of people have been sort of already started doing their morning routines. There's already people kind of like in front of the houses talking to one another, maybe giving you an odd glance. Let me. I think your is neutral, so
Yes, neutral.
you're not liked, but not gonna like
I'm a weirdo.
bad mouth you. Yeah, they're just kind of like very politely wave at you. Where would you be going?
My sister's unfortunately, she is a. I think she's a. I think she didn't sneak away. Well, listen, maybe go to visit Nadia or talk and discuss. Hopefully, she's done with her chores.
It's gonna say, how old was your sister again?
19. I didn't specify the age. I just didn't write the age, but yeah, she's 19.
Yeah, no, your sister is way too introverted. This kind of shit. Not gonna leave your mother alone too. Probably already up, like helping.
I was snoozing.
Yeah, yeah. You can head over to Nadia's house. As you see
I'm sure
her
she's still busy.
grandmother on the on like the front of the house, she kind of like stares at you. Ah, someone's been sneaking away again.
I'm here going for a walk. It's healthy, you know.
She sort of kind of shakes her head, like she is in the backyard.
Thank you.
As you sort of go in and you see her, like starting to like water the plants and everything. Prepping the garden for summer.
Yeah, okay. Back. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning to you as well. I I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing quite wonderful. Oh, if Dad's tending to a little garden.
Yes, I'm doing my chores. Yes, I see you wandering around.
I know I'm very industrious. You see, I was already done quickly now.
I see. So you woke up late, early then?
I'm an early bird. I was up in the morning.
Guess someone's motivated.
Yeah. Listen, yesterday I managed to find a nice little patch of clover, and listen, you want to sort of get a little assistant maybe if I was trying to. But I'm not sure if I'm not sure how big a quantity. I assume it's like just a little small like bundle. I assume.
It's very small.
Yeah. I should try to take out a little. Is it possible to take out the clover without it being ultra noticeable, Grunt?
I mean, yeah, there's no one around in her backyard.
Yeah. I should take out the clover like just find some. Just you want to try to a bit of studying.
I mean, once I'm done with my task, I would love to. Yes, definitely.
Doesn't you know what they say about Clover?
What do they say?
I mean, it's a Luxembourg. I think even that common knowledge.
I mean, yes. Yeah. Yes.
Doesn't you want to bless someone? Doesn't you just want to do a good deed? Help me out here.
Sure. I mean, I'm not sure if anyone could use the.
Nah, listen,
Anyone could use
listen. I mean, listen. Come on, listen. By the way, did Svetlana hear the rumors about Luciana?
Are you? Well, the question is, are you the sort of person who like gossip mongers?
There is not much else to do. She's not the big. She definitely listens into the gossip.
Then no.
Damn.
Don't
Damn
talk
it.
to that many people.
Yeah. Ah, damn. That's true. That's true. Fuck.
But I mean, I am heading to Lou. Apparently, she's asking for the deacon or talking about him, and it's raising attention.
Ooh. Wait, do you think she cares about him?
I am not. My grandmother assumes so I need to talk to her because if she does, it could be a big problem.
Ooh. Maybe she's a little blessing to move that along. It's not.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, she would deserve it.
Yeah.
I like the idea. Maybe first we bring her some luck, and then we're gonna bring the news.
Absolutely. Mission. Mission acquired. Thank you, Nadia. Good friend. Listen, as far as Svetlana, we can help Nadia finish up quickly.
Good. That actually. That's well. I can. Know what? Did very luckily, because clover is not. It's usually like more abundant in April, as I will start learning insane amounts of information about
We're learning
botany.
herbology here. Learning
Yeah. But yeah, you can find it even in other months, as maybe this is a particular warm year.
It's a sign of destiny. One might say.
Yeah, can definitely bring someone luck their endeavors.
Yeah.
Really.
Absolutely. Svetlana is not the wisest one person.
Then yeah, you should help your friend out.
Yeah, absolutely.
You bastards.
Where would you go to do the ritual?
As I found, as I read, we're on the fucking mouse, so Bulgaria is pretty cold. Probably
Yes.
maybe Fuck, let me think where we could like potentially hide away, potentially where it's not too noticeable. I mean, it's actually I think honestly I think sneaking away in the forest I think is still the best option. I think because in the village itself, ooh,
Yeah, no, you
I
could
don't think there's
probably
any
go and
place.
sneak into the forest.
Yeah.
Is this act?
Hmm?
Trying to see if this is like just. I was like, what altitude? Yeah, I think that's altitude. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool there because I looked on Google the satellite view. Yeah, it's it looked like similar like decent hills.
No one surviving winter.
I'm trying to. I want to see if I'm reading Google Maps correctly. Uh, Damn. No, I'm gonna. Yeah, no, it is. It is pretty high up. But nah, never mind. While I'm like discovering geography, you can just sneak off into the woods to do the ritual on your own if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We're helping you, Red. We're helping you.
Oh, roll me. Bring luck.
Absolutely. It's a partial.
Well, choose one. You know what?
I'll leave this up to you, Grunt. I can see to the technocrat. You know it's the spiciest option. I trust you, Grunt.
Listen, magic will seek balance.
I'll leave. I trust the enlightened the technocratic despot. I don't believe in democracy. I don't
Yeah,
trust myself.
you head over in the woods and you'll spend the better part of the afternoon engaged with this ritual. Hopefully, we'll. Listen, we'll certainly not have any side effects for her. But as you're doing that, and tomorrow did BRB. Go back to you, Lua. What are you doing with your life?
Well, Grunt.
Oh no,
Oh,
it
what's
tells
that?
me.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I figured out. Ah, God. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. I was scared. That's the postal code. That's the postal code for the town. Holy shit. I was like,
Oh, you
that,
thought
that's.
there was like fucking 5,000 fucking.
No, I was like, is this
meters?
like a fucking like? Is this in like a peak mountain range? No, it's like.
Did you look
Okay.
at the post with like fucking 9,000 meters and you thought, is this the fucking Alps?
No, because it was only like 3,000. I thought it was like.
Damn, they're so alpine fucking heights.
Yeah, I
We're
was like,
actually
what the
tomorrow's
fuck?
level.
Like, this
We're
can't be
actually-
it. But it's like within the 600 like 500 to 600 meter height. So okay, it's not, you're not fucking freezing cold right now. It's still quite chilly, but
Mm.
it is what I would call because the Bulgarian weather, as I've like read on Google, it's kind of fucked because the mountain ranges keep the warm air from the south from moving up, but they don't keep the cold winds from the east from coming in. So this area is still quite cold, which would make a lot of your herb stuff still quite difficult until like April, I would say. So for this month, I will start giving you penalties for a collection.
Gotcha. We're learning botany and also fucking fuck, I forgot the word.
Meteorology.
Meteorology.
But yeah. So Lua, what are you doing with after your more. Listen, there is a lot of chores to do, and you know what? That's because you refused the help. I'm gonna have to make you a
Yes.
roll to see if you even like get things done in time. Give me a vigor roll.
Now, Grunt, do I get to choose when I can use that? The bring luck. Do I get to choose when I can when that happens? Air quotes, or do I just roll and you'll tell me?
Oh no, you don't get to roll anything.
Okay.
That was for me,
No,
right?
no, no. Oh, I'm sorry, because I thought the bring luck was given to me. I apologize.
No,
I
no, no. It
apologize.
was
I will
given to
roll.
me, right? No, he gets to choose one. He gets to choose one. And he chose magic seeks balance. I am magic.
Gotcha. Okie dokie.
I
yeah.
trusted my dictator.
I trusted my lord. Yeah, I'll roll bigger. Oh no, a complication.
Well, look at that. As you're still kind of like as you're carrying like a heavier load, maybe of firewood, and as you're like making sure you bring them in for later tonight, might need them or not. As you walk through your courtyard, you stumble, and as you like kind of fall down, you sprain your ankle quite badly. As take that injured roll, as it hurts quite badly.
Ah,
As you also get let out like a unintentional sort of yelp. The firewood like collapses as well with you.
yeah, that's probably like a moment where she just sees all the what's happened with a bit of a sigh.
And because someone did just perform magic, you like see like you see like through the like sort of the fence itself. There's the deacon looking at you like wide eyed. It's like, oh dear heavens. She's gonna like rush over, open the gate, and like rush over to help you up.
Ah, this is a bit embarrassing.
I told you if you needed off, gonna like help you get up and sort of like prop you up.
Well, a little bit overestimating how much I can carry there, Deacon.
That's
But
not the
foolish on
issue. The
my
issue
side.
is some of you people here are so stubborn. It's gonna help you walk you inside.
Oh, how do you think we'll be able to stay here so long? Stubbornness is usually a wonderful trait here. Keeps you warm during the wintertime.
No, God teaches us patience, but you are testing mine.
Well, I apologize for that. But don't worry, a sprained ankle isn't the worst thing that could happen.
That's true. But we need to find that out. Or will you actually accept help?
I think this time around I might have no other option but to accept help. I think I have some supplies somewhere in the house to at least hobble myself together.
Okay, well, I will go back and finish picking up those logs. And I will finish whatever else you had mornings. And actually just sit in bed and, well, not force that leg.
I appreciate it, and I'm sorry I'm taking away for your day here.
That this is unfortunately for you, since this is my job. He says that with a bit of a chuckle.
Very well, Deacon. I can see when I'm beat. But regardless, well, at least let me make you some tea or something to drink for your thanks.
Water will fine, thank you.
Water it is.
As yeah, he's gonna sort of leave in the house as he's gonna go outside and pick up the firewood, and like finish sweeping the courtyard and everything. As
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure if we want to do anything in the house.
She probably would like to prepare some water. I don't think doing magic's not gonna be an option right now, especially. But yeah.
So unless you want to impress him, yeah. Like, look,
That's not
my
gonna
leg's
work.
all good. It's fine.
Yeah. Don't ask any questions. I'm sure it was just a superficial injury. She probably would do a small bit of tasks that she'd get done, but probably not a lot with her injury.
Yeah. As well, he eventually will come back in the house like now hour later after he's done. You can see your entire courtyard and backyard has been properly tended for. And she's gonna wipe some sweat as he like drinks the water. Are is this? I'm gonna. Am I gonna have to barge in tomorrow morning as well?
Hopefully, I'll be able to get some assistance from one of my neighbors at the very least. I would hope. I think it'll be all right.
He's sort
It
of
is-
gonna just shake his head.
Your help is appreciated, Deacon. I do. I'm a bit embarrassed, yes, but I do appreciate it.
Yeah, the leg does look quite swollen. He'll sort of glance at him like, think we should go to the clinic to have that look.
I assume, does he mean, because I don't think there's a clinic here, right? You're saying there's
No.
only a clinic in the.
No.
Says, she shakes her head. The clinic's an hour away at the very least.
Well,
I'm sure I can
that's
go
why
to.
I have a car.
It seems such a waste, though. I'm sure I can just put it back up and let it go down on its own. I don't think it's that bad, is it?
He looks at the swollen leg. I can't force you, but
I'm being stubborn again, aren't I?
yes. It's like half an hour trip. There and back. Nobody's gonna need you in like half an hour, I promise.
A bit of a grimace at his words, but very well then. I can't say no to some help. I shouldn't, at the very least. I'll have to. I will have to properly thank you for this. But
This is the least I can do. Just kind of like help you up. Yeah, no, like even like slightly stepping on him, it's like painful. Would have taken you quite a bit to heal normally. Yeah, he's gonna sort of get you. He has like that's not like it's quite the poor car, probably like 2 decades old, held together by hopes and dreams. What's like a
An old Lada, an old gas fucking truck, and all. I mean, we saw some of them in the village photos. I think
That's true. That's true.
we saw a little. I think we saw like a bunch of gases in the little village pictures.
Oh yeah. There you go. Fucking.
that's fancy down around these parts, I assume.
No, not really. No. Nadia's
also a
husband
German
like
car-
drives like a really nice car. Though.
The German car is fancy.
I was gonna ask, like, how many people have cars in this village? I know Nadia's husband does, but does anyone else outside the deacon and him?
There's like a couple of people, but it's like again, it's usually very old cars that people like use because not a lot of the people who live here are still like financed by their kids who work in Germany.
Gotcha.
But yes, not everyone has a car. It's not like a common thing, but there are still like plenty of cars around. As yeah, he'll kind of drive you into nearby town. They'll stop in front of the clinic and help you inside, get you as the doctor will sort of look at it. And after like a brief analysis, gives you like some pain medication. Yeah. Well, don't worry. I don't think anything is broken too bad. Should be better in about a week or so. Here's some give you something for the pain.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
Just also like sort of gonna bandage it is the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Elastic,
Rapid.
yes, with the elastic band.
Gotcha.
As as you kind of walk out, and the deacon will sort of say, "Oh, this what? No, this is for."
Got it. I feel the pain.
Fucking the American brain over here cannot handle.
I'm sorry. It hurts me.
Just let me check, see, because I'm going about like my, let's see.
I know in certain remote areas they have free healthcare for the government because of like depending on certain government assistant help, basically. But that's only if you have a nice place or live outside of America. So
We're in a civilized place, Red. It's fine.
you're right. You're right. I apologize.
Now, Eastern Europe is not the greatest welfare state.
I was also very much thinking that her setup was very fancy. So you know what? I have a very skewed
Well,
perception of what
the
that
thing is,
means.
like, you still, I'm pretty sure you still benefit from like.
Public healthcare to some degree.
Yeah.
Like,
I assume they have.
This is a sprained ankle, right? She didn't do surgery on you.
Look, I'm sorry. You're right. It's American bias because in America that would cost a lot of money
Holy
for just to
fuck.
visit alone.
You don't
I'm
go
so
to
sorry.
you don't go to the physician. Yeah, you don't go to the physician.
When you go to a doctor, even if they just see you, it can cost up to hundreds of dollars. So, nothing is done.
Again, America is uniquely fucked. It is both expensive and also ineffective.
Yeah,
We're
no.
scientifically the worst
So
healthcare system.
if somebody had like an actual real medical emergency, probably would have needed to like go further away. But for like small, like broken things, illnesses, that sort of thing, the clinic is more than enough. I'll say for the sake of convenience, because I don't want to actually start researching Bulgarian healthcare system. You are covered by social assistance, social aid.
Gotcha.
And even if you weren't covered, I don't think taking you. Anyways, then on the drive back home, are you just gonna make small talk with the man?
I assume that's all you really do, mostly. Asking a bit about himself, because he is still a newcomer.
Oh well, I was really happy that it didn't snow in church.
Well, it seems you've worked hard to put it together, and you should be proud of your work.
God giveth to me. I am merely a servant, doing my best.
Well, I won't be able to not lie and say my curiosity has been piqued with why you would bring yourself out here in our small little abode. It's not much excitement here. I presume you miss, well, city life?
Well, don't know much about how the church science people know. Ask me that kind of question.
I am completely in the dark.
Well, let's just say that I was a bit of a rebellious spirit in college. A lesson in humility, as my teacher said.
I see. good to know even outside of our small little bubble, some people still like to try to test the waters when it comes to the elders.
I understand respecting them. Sometimes I find, that wisdom doesn't always come with age.
A hard lesson to learn. It's good you found it so early.
I am far from wise. I am in fact quite foolish.
Well, that's also a good testament. Shows that you're not entirely arrogant. So it seems, well, I'm not too sure if you've been keeping an ear out for the village gossip going around. You're quite an anomaly here, so it'll probably be a hot topic for quite some time.
I'll be honest, I never paid much attention. I do find it... Still, I find it slightly odd that every time I walk out of the house, it seems everyone knows what I'm doing even before I do it.
The small curse of living in a place where everyone's known each other their entire lives, mostly. Like I said, they're the new excitement. People will enjoy mostly making up stories about you and seeing what else they can find out. There's not much else to do around here but talk.
Well, there is... Seems like there's a lot of work to do around your village.
There's always work to be done.
As the... You know what? With that line, you can give me, like a wits roll.
Gotcha. Simple wits roll. I'd injure true because I would -1, right?
Yeah.
God, the cheesecake factory.
White in pain.
On a plus side, it would have been a failure anyway.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, there is something like weird about his tone when he says that, but don't pick up on anything more.
I think there's a bit of a frown here, but she's not going to push too much. I assume he looks deep in thought when he says it. But
Yeah.
I also know I felt.
Could be. He's also looking at the road as he's driving.
Well, if you keep helping around the village, I assure you that more likely you'll get some assistance every once in a while.
Oh no, people are quite helpful around here. It's just that I will hopefully get used to it in time. I assume my nomenclature came up more than once.
You will be correct.
I expected as much, so. My hope is that people will eventually see past titles and, well, see actions for what they are.
If you really wish to have that happen, it'll take some time, at the very least. So once the new snow sets in, once something new and exciting comes along, it'll be yesterday's news, and then no one will really notice.
He'll smile and nod. Eventually, he'll sort of drop you off home, help you get inside, and he drives away. There's anything else you want to do right now?
No, Grunt. No. She is gonna hobble her way back inside, making some tea and drinks, as to try to prepare whatever happens next, I presume.
Well, damn. You know what, Svetlana? What would you be doing as you come back from doing the ritual from the woods?
Honestly, maybe chat talk with talk with Nadia a bit, see what she has learned and what talk about like what she has learned about magic in her studies.
Well, then, as you're like making your way back to Nadia's house, Nadia, as you finish some of the chores, you have a bit of a respite. We'll sort of see out in front your at the fence, like your grandmother talking to one of your neighbors. Not sure if you're gonna eavesdrop on them or not. It's up to you.
Yes, she would.
Mm-hmm. Why the face, Fred? Why the face? Um, as yeah, you overhear the neighbor telling that they did just see Deacon take Lua into his car and like driving her into town. They're like, the old woman is sort of doing the whole well, they are young, but isn't he like a priest? Then your grandmother would remind her that, well, technically he's a deacon, so he's not doing anything illegal. Is quite unpriestly, but not illegal. They're having that like discussion. Is it appropriate for him to be doing this? Is there any hidden intentions? They're like speculating. This has gone completely off the rails by now.
Yeah, she's gonna keep eavesdropping till Svetlana's coming back.
Yeah, eventually, the neighbor will sort of depart after about like 45 minutes of gossip. And yeah, your grandmother is gonna look back at you and be like, I've changed my mind. I think this can be
You
useful
did?
to us.
So you want to get a deacon on our side?
Seems the job is halfway there. But no, I don't. He is. Oh, I don't know enough of him, and the few months he's been here, hasn't he hasn't overindulged in any vice. Maybe you can figure that out. If not, his reputation surely can suffer from this. As you'll see Svetlana, it will be like another probably like 2-3 hours before Svetlana comes back. As yeah, you'll see Grandma Goranov just kind of sitting on the bench in front of the house. As you walk in, Nadia's probably going about.
Hey, guess we did another successful ritual.
So you did it?
Yeah, went off perfectly smoothly.
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, the neighbors are already gossiping. Apparently, she went out with the deacon. At least, they went with his car.
Aw. I'm always happy to help. And if you want to, I also took some notes after the ritual and during the ritual and whatnot. If you want to read over them and whatnot.
Yes.
You also get that it's sometimes a bit try. Listen, Nadia. It's not. It's not. I know a bit more practice, but you know, and don't waste the good herbs. But sometimes you like next time, and right now it's a bit cold, and maybe you don't like to break the forest as much as I do. But try a bit more yourself. Listen.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely need to practice more when spring is coming and summer's there. This year's gonna be it.
Ah, wonderful to hear. As she will to gasp and explain, she will nerd emoji at Nadia with the details to Rich and whatnot.
Anything else to do? You would like to do?
No, it's mostly I think because I think but I think the ritual took like 3 hours, so yeah, I suppose like I think it's midday. It took you a bit anyway, so yeah,
Because
probably
you had
you
to
know.
go in the fucking mountain.
Yeah,
do the
yeah, it
ritual,
took a
come
while
back.
anyway. Yeah, it took a while anyway. Yeah, so no, and plus the nerdy emoji will go on for at least 1 hour, possibly two, Nadia. Unless you stop her. So no, that's it for the day.
Well, that's a good thing none of you give a shit to go and talk to her. It's
Whom?
a wonderful thing.
Hmm.
Do not ask questions. Assume.
Nadia will go to Luke once she's finished with her task.
Yeah, you can head over in the evening.
I presume I get a not lovely little hello from my good covered sister Nadia.
How you doing?
Ah, good morning or good evening, I presume. Nadia, how are you?
Pretty good. Lovely day.
It is, at the very least. Can I help you with something?
I just wanted to check up on you.
Well, at the very least, I would say you don't have to worry, but apparently I sprained my ankle out of a foolish attempt on my part, but hopefully with some time I'll be fine.
Hey, do you need help with anything?
I won't lie, I probably will. It's a lot harder to get things done around here. I was planning to ask around to see if anyone was willing to give me some assistance.
If you need something, you can just ask. I think I can put in some work.
Thank you at the very least. I probably might need some help in the morning. Can't get things done, and now apparently from what the doctor told me, it'll be a week's time at best for this to fully heal. And seeing as the father deacon, deacon, the deacon had saw me, I think it's best I don't take care of it quickly.
Yeah, deacon, huh?
Mm-hmm. He saw me stumble.
Yeah, I heard you took it to the clinic.
Yeah. I tried to, of course, fight it off, but I had to be a bit more reasonable about it. Took me to the city. The town. Got me checked up. Should be fine. Just need to make sure I don't stress myself too much, I believe. So, not a lot of things for me to do now. Maybe read a few books?
Yeah, some good tea.
I want to say I'm surprised that words got around so quickly. But I'm not. What have you heard? Hopefully nothing too crazy, right?
I mean, apparently you were talking about him and asking about him. So that word got around.
That's odd. I was trying to get an understanding of apparently the Coven's worry. Do you think I made the wrong choice?
I mean, it may look like you want something from him.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I'm. If you want to, I mean, he's just a deacon.
Nadia, I don't think that's going to be what the Coven needs right now. And at the very least, he's a deacon here. I think that will make things a little bit awkward, if nothing else. Okay, I need to. Please don't tell me the others think this too.
You want me to lie?
Okay, I need to. Grunt, when's the next coven meeting we're gonna have? Would it be the next couple of days, or is it happening
no,
tomorrow?
it's gonna be in like
Mm.
almost 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Weeks and
Okay.
a half, yeah.
I need to talk to the elders. Then I can't have thinking that. Uh, I'll talk to the elders. I'm sure that I can clear this. Hopefully, clear this mess up, or not make things worse. You know what? I'm going to
Well,
try
listen,
to.
listen.
Hmm?
Her like grandmother is like one of the oldest, so
Mm.
which
Yeah,
like
so I presume.
you could like go together and like put a good word maybe
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you're
of course.
afraid
I
of
would.
the oldest witch in town.
Yeah, of course, of course. You got to respect your elders here, Grunt. That's who she is. But you think if I just talk to your grandmother, just clear things up, to make sure this doesn't become I'm not too sure. I just make sure nothing gets mumbled.
I mean, we can try.
We can try. I'm sure it's just. I just want to make sure the coven doesn't have any wrong impressions.
Yeah.
I might need some help getting there.
So are the two of you gonna head for you to talk with her grandmother?
Of course, Grunt. I just need to talk to someone. Just put it in a proper complaint and show her my
Yeah.
side of the story. I'm sure
Just
this is gonna be fine.
head back to her house as the sun is setting over the mountains in the distance. She is like looking at the two of you. You walk up to the house.
How do you pronounce her last name? So, because I
Goranov.
presume that's how. Goranov. Okay. Elsa Goranov. Good evening.
Good evening to you as well, child.
I apologize for the interruption, but I want to make sure I talk with you, one of the elders, before things got out of hand. If I could plead my case a bit.
I'm listening. Has happened.
Nadia has mentioned to me that people have gotten the wrong impression about the deacon and me, and I want to assure you that no such thing is happening. He was helping me with an injury I had, and I just want to make sure that there are no doubts.
Well, I'm maybe old, but I haven't forgotten how it was to be young. Like the man.
He seems to be kind enough, but I understand
Oh,
he is
come
an enemy of coven.
now. That's not what I'm asking, and you know that very well.
He is nice and different and new.
It was one of the issues we were going to discuss. But if you are willing, just like my granddaughter here, doesn't need to be an issue for us.
She looks a little. There's probably a moment where she looks a little uncomfortable at that, as she kind of glances a bit at Nadia before looking away. I understand there are many moving parts to how we're going to proceed with this, but I don't know if that would be the best option for it, ma'am.
It's always easier if the people involved go at it willingly.
Of course. I meant to say I don't know if may I think on it?
Of course, you have time until the equinox. But my suggestion would be to not limit yourself. It is his reputation that will suffer from this. And, well, that's not such a awful thing. He hadn't have any to begin with.
Of course. Um,
People will not be understanding of young and restless adults getting to know one another better. So let your curiosities grow.
she doesn't know what this. She doesn't say anything, but she kind of nods. Look a bit uneasy, but she nods.
Don't like not back.
But it's getting dark, and I'll take my leave. I have nothing else. Thank you for hearing me out.
Nadia, come. Must prepare supper.
Of course. I'll be right there. She's gonna go out with you and say goodbye.
Yeah, she says goodbye and makes her way home.
She's gonna shout, if you need me, just say something. I'll be there in the morning.
Thank you. I'll see you in the morning. She kind of waves slightly before making her way back.
As we're walking back home, and as the light of the sun is ever more fading, you walk up to your fence as you open the fence door and you walk through, and as you turn back to close it, you will see one of the street corners staring at you from the shade of one of the houses. It's a young woman wearing a very bright red hood. She's clearly watching in your direction. As you spot her, she turns around and walks away.
She doesn't look familiar or anything, right, Grunt?
No,
Just
you've never seen this girl.
Shit. And with my leg, I don't think I'll be able to catch up with her, possibly.
You can always try.
How curious is... Yeah, you know what? Fuck that. Yeah, you can't just have strangers looking at you. She's gonna try to catch up with her.
Give
See
me
what the hell
a
that was
bigger
about.
roll. Let's go.
Oh, God.
You're good at bigger, right?
With the -1.
I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you in the streets.
Hey, listen,
Look at
this
that.
is a partial success. Let me go fetch something else. As you rush after her, slightly limping, but as she is not running or anything, you can follow her. She kind of takes a left on a small narrow path that leads deeper into the forest. As you catch her just as she passes one of the houses, and as she realizes you are after her, she turns back and looks at you, as you can see her face a bit better.
You're very fast.
No, you're just very slow, but understandable.
Thank you for noticing. But I have to ask quite plainly, why were you at my house and what were you looking for exactly? You don't look familiar.
No.
Can I ask what you were doing out there?
Curiosity is all.
Curiosity. Well, are you just passing through then?
Mhm. No. Well, maybe. I haven't decided yet.
Well, at the very least, may I get your name?
People call me Red Riding Hood.
A moniker then? That's a bit of a strange one.
Is it? She looks at herself.
You fit the part, though. I will have to ask if you are staying anywhere, or would you be willing to? Are you going to come out and visit again?
As, I might. I do have a place in the woods where I live.
Ah, well, she kind of gives a bit of a strange smile. If you ever have a chance to visit for tea, please do so and come on by. We don't often get strangers here.
A kind and wonderful invitation. Thank you. I will take you up on it.
Of course, just let me know beforehand so I can properly prepare.
I can't guarantee that, but I'll do my best.
Is appreciated. Have a lovely night. As she kind of will back up slightly, trying to make a point not to give her back to her immediately before making her leave.
Yeah. You sort of back away. He's gonna like stare at you smiling. And not really move from that spot.
Yeah, I don't think you can sense or feel magic in the air. I don't think that's a role that exists here in
Nope.
this game. So, yeah, so she's gonna.
She's definitely
Try to-
offsetting. Not really
Mhm.
normal.
Yeah.
So, you know what? You can give me another wits roll.
Oh, good heavens. There you go.
Bedlam to get bedlam.
God damn it.
Like, as you're like, you're like backing away from her and like walking with your back mostly, right?
Just slightly, yeah, before ultimately getting enough distance to turn around and
Yeah, well,
make
it's
her
like a
leave,
couple
so-
of meters still. Like you're not. You want to be like a good distance from her.
Yeah. Keep her in
As
my
you
line
like,
of sight.
as you back, and you suddenly like stumble into something heavy. Glance behind you. You see this like, say like 9-10 feet monster of a creature behind you. As it sort of like eyes you down, you can feel its pungent breath. It stinks of decay.
Ooh. 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 She's gonna try to cold the initial reaction she has. As I assume it's not lunging for her, it's just staring at her, right?
It's just staring at you, breathing out of its mouth.
Yeah, I gotta try to back away cautiously. She's taking a moment to glance back at the, I assume, Red Riding Hood.
She is now closer. In the same position, but she's moved closer.
Ah, I see you have a friend with you.
Yes.
Ah,
Call him Wolf.
well, yes. What's Red Riding Hood without the wolf, then? I assume that's why you're here alone in the woods? Not a big enough house to house him, right?
He likes to follow me along.
Very well. Young girl needs protection, I presume?
Yes. What about you? Who protects you?
Ah. I have my friends, and I do the best I can. I don't wish for trouble or conflict here. May I ask for safe passage to leave this place without such a thing passing?
Well, you did extend the invitation to your house. So it would be rude of me to mistreat you. Such a kind gesture. As the behemoth behind you sort of steps to the side.
She's going to try as she might to smile as she will make her way there, try not to make herself look like prey.
Yeah. Eventually get back to the main dirt road and don't spot them anywhere else. Quickly make your way to your house.
Why don't we have cell phones in this place? But she can't. Isn't going to leave in
You
the
do
dark.
have cell phones. This is not like the Middle Ages.
Okay. Fuck. Whoever's in charge of our coven, if we have that on our Facebook group, I don't know. She's gonna call that person immediately.
You call like the eldest witch? Some of these grandmas will not use the fucking phones, but there's
I
like
got you.
young people who can like phones.
Yeah, I presume like who would she like when things like crisis of a coven happens or something like this happens? Who she would call in that regard?
Should I be
I
mean?
can also. You don't have to.
Should I
You
be
can be a
mean
kind.
to Jill?
Oh no, no! I didn't mean to have this happen, Jill. I
Uh-huh.
promise you.
Well, you should be mean.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No.
Let me see if I can find something. Find like a good picture. Maybe I'll be kind. Yet nothing jumps at me. The real question is, would you call someone who's like has the position of authority or someone you are friendly with?
I think in this regard, based on Lu, she would call someone a position of authority because a young girl in the woods with a wolf or a werewolf is dangerous for the village, I assume, and that's not a good thing.
Yes. As let me fetch the old. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wasn't like Milena and you? You're like oh.
They're related. They're related. Yeah, Milena is
I'm sorry, Red
Lou's aunt.
It's done. You called Milena and Milena doesn't pick up the phone. I wonder what would have happened.
No, I didn't mean for this to happen, Jill. And I assume, based on what she knows, like you were saying, the old ladies wouldn't pick up, so she has no other option but wait till morning.
Well, you can call some of the young people if you want, but yeah, most likely the old women do not like engage with fucking phones.
Because I think there's, at least right now, unless of course you said, because you haven't told us about any of the other NPCs. I'm not sure. The only young people she would more likely call would be Nadia then.
Well, you have a couple of there's like other young witches around. If you want, that's why I asked if you want to call someone you may be like a bit more friendly with.
Gotcha. I think
I can spawn one into existence, but
yeah,
you wanted someone with the position of authority, which would be Milena, and because she's like the youngest of the old folk. And you're also relatives, like you're connected through family.
Yeah, I think she would have to call Nadia because one, she's close because her grandmother's there and she has a position of authority, and two, it's the one person she knows comes to mind next immediately to a familiar face, basically.
Yeah, as Nadia, it's about It's about like a 8:30 as your phone is ringing.
Are they? Do you need help?
Nadia. Okay, hi. I'm very so sorry about this, but I didn't know who else to call. I tried calling Milena, but she wasn't there, so I presume she's sleeping. But okay, I saw someone. I met someone. She calls herself Red Riding Hood, but that's not nearly the oddest part. Apparently, she's traveling along with a wolf, like I think a werewolf or some type of wolf creature. I'm not too sure.
Okay. Are you fine?
I'm thankfully all right. They let me pass through without too much trouble, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen next time if me or someone else who stumbles across them isn't careful.
Okay. Do you know where they went?
They didn't go anywhere. I left. They're in the middle of the woods. She says this is where she lives. She hasn't decided if she plans to stay here or not. I don't know if she's a powerful witch or something else. I can't tell.
Okay. I will call my grandmother. Oh, we have to talk about this tomorrow. Definitely. Absolutely.
Of course. I think I might I'll either come to your house, just call me and let me know. I can come to your house in the morning and skip chores or what have you, but I just want to make sure someone knows.
Are you feeling safe to stay alone for the night? I mean, you can come over if you want.
I think I'll I think I'll stay here for now, just to keep an eye out for things. I don't. I think I'll be fine. What are you? What is the back? What are you talking about, Greta? What are you
Holy
talking about?
blessed ground!
That's not-
Listen, where else would you be safe if not the church?
I see what you're doing, sir. I see what you're doing.
Saying, like, closer to your house than.
God, I'm not going to the church. You son of a bitch.
Listen,
What a.
listen.
Hmm.
There have been stories about, like, people in the past with holy faith that could repel monsters. There's been, like, stories. The thing
There's
is,
been stories?
no priest actually believes in their bullshit. So, but yeah, there's been stories about like holy men like performing incredible miracles.
This guy's virtuous. He helps people, unlike the other guy.
At the very least, I'll make sure he's the first one who gets eaten when it decides to barge into the church. Greta, is what you're telling me. I don't see why she would believe.
He seems like the kind to jump in front of you.
And I think the wells will kill the entire village in 10 seconds.
I see your evil and rebuke it. I rebuke it.
Are you though? Are you look at?
Yes, Greta, that go to the church. I gotta keep an eye out just in case she decides to wander back into the village.
You can't escape destiny, Red.
Well, the problem is, you know what? The funny part is the church is at the highest point in the village.
Oh my God, you're not doing this to me, sir. You're not gonna.
Like
you're not
no,
gonna...
and ironically, I'm not. This is not me bullshit. This is the map.
Generally, most churches are constructed at the highest place.
Yeah. And they're also like much more sturdy than the rest of the houses.
Usually, churches are usually the fortress of like the villages. That's where people would go to hide, historically speaking.
Oh my God, I'm being bullied into the church choice. I see.
I'm just pointing out facts to you, Red.
But I also said it wasn't a lie. We're not lying.
I know you're not lying. I know you're not lying. I think because her first thought is to keep an eye on things. And you're not wrong. She doesn't have anyone else to like. She's all by herself right now with a wobbly leg. I'm not too sure what's the best option here, Nadia. But I don't. Hiding is. I guess I could hide, but
I will also remind
I'm
you,
not sure
you
how
did just tell her that, yeah, you can come to my house whenever you want. That's
Yeah, I
not
was
a
like,
good
"Come
thing
visit
to like
me."
offer to magical creatures or other people generally.
her light magic isn't good enough that I can use the ward against evil. Oh, I don't have the requirements for the ward against evil. That's what I was gonna say. Fuck. Yeah, you convinced me, Grant. You bullied me into the choice. Says if it's, I can go to the church, keep an eye on things from that vantage point, maybe, or I can come to your house if that's an easier option. I'm not. Fighting is not going to be a thing that's going to help me here.
No, fighting's not an option here. You need to stay safe. Either at the church or here, whatever is best for you. I mean, I'm not sure how your foot is doing.
I'll make my way to the church and I'll come to your house in the morning. How about that?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, stay safe.
Yeah, just gonna grab a small, simple change of clothes and
Well,
Trying
the
to
thing is,
hobble
if you
there.
like start wondering, you will suddenly see as you glance behind you, the girl is there, again staring at you.
she outside my house.
She seems to be following you. I'm not sure if you're even gonna go to your house.
Oh, okay. I thought I was at my house now. That was
No,
grabbing my
you were
stuff
like
and going.
walking as you're talking, and you glance now, and you realize she is seemingly following you.
Okay, I guess I want to make sure. Was when I made the call to Nadia, was I at my house when I made that
No,
call?
you were sort of just running away from the incident.
Okay, so I mean, it's a who? How did I talk to Nadia? Do I go to her house because I thought I was making a
You
call?
talked with her on the phone.
Oh,
You
so I
have
had
a
a cell phone with me.
Yes, this is modern times.
Okay,
Red.
sorry. No, sorry, God. I was
Nobody
thinking
uses
I had a house
landlines.
phone.
You think you have landlines in this? No.
Yeah, okay. I thought I was just making a phone call from her house. Okay, let me change my.
No, you have
yeah,
cell
yeah.
phones. It's not
Yeah,
like you're not. People here are not that Luddite.
No, you're good. You're good. I just my brain was just making up the scene of how it looked in my head. But without so she would probably be going straight to church as she's just gonna say out like she's within speaking distance with each other, or she's just moving at a simple pace, keeping
She's
up
not
with her.
moving. She's just standing, and every time you glance back, she suddenly switch places.
I gotcha. Just gonna go myself to the church then. I'm not gonna look back. I'm gonna be politely whimsical about this, as she's just gonna try not to get stopped along the way if she can help
like
it.
walk into the church itself, and is just really finishing some stuff up near the altar. He like looks at you and up. Sienna, everything okay? You look.
I apologize for this, Deacon. I feel a bit embarrassed, but I think is it possible for me to rest here at the church for tonight?
Very easy to let me get you some supper.
Of course. Again, I'm very sorry about this, but I could use some a bit spooked tonight.
Now, Red. Could roll me in.
Oh,
Luckily,
okay.
I think your -1 gets bounced with a +1.
Yeah, I won't even check them. I'll just roll because they basically doesn't matter. Ah, dear heavens.
I think you're no complicate your one portion of mind actually.
No, I rolled 2 1s. Dear God.
Something destiny.
Yeah.
Something script.
yeah.
That
I
was me,
think
Red. I took the dice.
Every roll I've had, it has a 1 in it. I've looked at it. Every single roll I've done has had a 1. Let me just do this.
I'm twisting the dice, Red. I'm sorry. I'm twisting the dice, Red. It
Every
isn't me,
roll.
actually.
He's gonna like slowly nods, like you're clearly like looking fucking freaked out. He's gonna sort of guide you because his house is sort of like adjacent to the church. So as he like walks you out, you suddenly see the girl with the wolf behind her. As well, you know for a fact that the regular people, even when exposed to the supernatural, they don't necessarily immediately notice it unless something is like actively like fucking with them. So this
Yeah.
this is an ambiguous situation, as you've never been here. You're not sure if the werewolf just being here and this looking like this is enough to make people notice it. But
Ooh,
the
so
deacon is gonna just push you back into the
does he just
He's clearly freaked out. Says, Sienna,
Mm.
go to the back and stay there. I
uh,
I need to get something from my car. I'll be right back, okay?
I, I this can I check to see what his inside him right now? Is he
He is freaked
because
out.
she wants to yeah.
There's no need to
I-
insight.
Yeah, she's gonna try to grab his arms. It might be best if we both stay in the church, Deacon. I think it might be the safer option.
You know what? This is another influence roll.
Oh God, I hit refresh, please. God,
Holy
no,
shit.
You
no,
didn't even
No.
imply you're injured, by the way.
Yeah, this would have even be even worse.
because it doesn't. No, because it doesn't matter because I have injured and I have +1, so they cancel each other out.
Yeah, but you roll with the +1. Automatically takes your influence. Fine, don't worry.
Oh, okay. I thought it would wouldn't
it
matter.
doesn't. It's not that smart. This
Yeah.
Did you say that he like looks at you, looks at the thing outside in front of the church, and he's like, "You can see them, can't you?"
Shit. She doesn't say that. I say that. Deacon, I think it's best if we stay inside, please.
Listen to me. I can handle this. Just trust me. Listen to what I have to say. Back, go into the altar, find somewhere to hide.
She just looks conflicted, but she nods, seeing that he can't. She can't convince him.
As he will him sort of as he you didn't even realize where the fuck did he like pull this out. You see him just fucking have in his hand this it's like a actual long knife. As he takes a step outside and shuts the doors behind him.
Ooh, and these church walls, windows are not making it easy for her to see things.
I mean, you can like if you wanna like be sneaky and like try and like watch out the window. You definitely can.
Yeah. What do I gotta roll for that, Grunt? What do I gotta roll?
That's a wits roll. A
Dear-
-1.
Dear God, okay.
How many complications can you?
Grunt, the entire game. I'm going back.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back into the raclette room like he told me to. I'm gonna be a good little Lou and go back to the church. Fuck this. God damn it. Every single roll.
So many complications, my
Why is
God.
This is your fault, Mac. This is you and Tamara screwing me over before this game has started. I know what you've done.
Now listen. Don't blame tomorrow. It's on me. I take full credit here. I
You,
cursed you.
you
I shit in your bed.
Don't even give me the C, Grunt. Don't hurt me
no,
like this.
because you go up to one of the windows as you look outside, and he is sort of squaring off against whatever these things are. As you can like try and like listen in, you crack the window slightly open. But as soon as you like open it, try and like hear what they're saying. You realize the window starts to like makes a loud fucking screech noise for like a second, as the hinges haven't been properly oiled, and the werewolf just snaps its head towards in your direction, and
Nope.
he just like fucking like leaps towards the window, as you stumble backwards, as the thing like crashes through the window, and its arm sort of sticking into the church, trying to like grab you. What are you gonna do now?
Now, is there anything close that
Actually,
she
no,
can use
never
to
mind.
just kinda-
Because you know what? This has been like a lot of complications. You know what? Take severely injured, as it's like the shards of glass and the claws cut you in many places, and you like start bleeding. Does mean now have a -2 to all rolls. What are you gonna do?
So I just take off the injured and make it severely injured, right?
No, you keep both of them.
So I have a -3 to all my
No,
rolls.
it does. It just takes the highest penalty. But
Oh, okay.
when you
Okay.
start healing, it will matter because you won't jump for severely injured to fine.
Gotcha.
Up to you. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
go ahead.
Cloud, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just make sure I keep track of everything. I think her move is going to make a run for what he said, because unless she can get something to buy herself time and based on these rolls, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think she's going to try to make a dive for what the place he told her to go to, essentially in the back.
Yeah. Why don't you give me a vigor roll?
Okie dokie.
Another 1-1.
Listen, how many complications can we get in like one session?
Another 1-1.
Hey, Grant, we've been in a game where Tamara has never rolled one success before. It can
No,
happen.
that's-
I don't think I'll beat her bar, but it can happen. You
This
said
is-
just click the.
Yeah, vigor
Oh, go
with
ahead.
-2. With a minus.
Look at that, Grant. Look at that, Grant.
Even without the mines would have failed.
Even without the
Look at that,
minus.
Grant.
Grunt. Damn, what if you will not fail with a minus?
Listen, you can kill a player in session 1. We've been there before.
You try and make a run for it, as yeah, the leg hurts you so much, and your body is like feeling so much pain all over. As you see, like the werewolf has crawled its way somehow as it breaks through partially the wall, as it makes its way into the actual church. As you're like crawling towards like the altar right now. As well, are you just gonna try and get away? What conditions can...
Grant, you can give me all the conditions right now. The only thing you can't give me is drunk, because I don't have a beer in my hand right now.
Maybe unbalanced to symbolize the fact that she's kind of like, kind of fucked.
I'm on the ground
Yeah.
right now, I think. Outside of enchanted and drunk, that's the only ones.
You're just
It's the only one logical. It's the only one logical.
well, listen, you can always communicate with supernatural creatures. Maybe you can calm this beast down. I don't fucking know.
There's a move for that?
Yeah, you can. The hearth is your general knowledge of supernaturals and magic.
Okay, let's see, Grunt.
Even
Let's
if you roll
see.
hard with a -2.
You want to lie to me again like that? You want to lie to me again? You want to lie to me, Grunt?
Another. It would have been a partial without the minus.
It would have been, yeah, in another universe right now.
I need to make a. I need to make a sticker.
I need to give I need to think about it.
If you want, Grunt, I can make another cannon. It's all right. We can make a dark magician woman. It's fine.
Yeah, as you try and like crawl to the altar, as the beast like managed to like tear into the church, as it like starts trashing the place around, as it like tries to reach you, and in your panic, you're not sure what the fuck to do. I'll say something, Diana. Well, you are in the house of God.
No.
You can always pray for a sister.
No.
What else
Don't-
have you got to lose at this point?
No. No.
What else have you got
The
to
angels!
lose?
The
No!
angels! The feds! I didn't expect the angels to swarm. I'm glad I didn't expect the feds to show up. The federal
What
Oh,
else
God
do you
damn it.
have to lose?
Call
no.
dial 911.
I swear to God.
Porsche, we got a mission for you.
No,
Go to
there are
Bulgaria.
so many worse options that can show up, and all of them suck. Ugh. Oh God, yeah, I would do that, but I'll reconcilize. Shoot, I'm using the wrong word. It's gonna be more like just her pleading for help from anyone right now, anyone who can save her fucking life, as she's trying to throw boxes at this thing and backing up as quickly as she can.
Give me a moment.
You should have prayed to the angels. They might have been nicer. Grandma might have deployed someone. Someone
No, Mac. They wouldn't have been. Don't lie to me like that.
What if they are, though?
Grunt, don't lie to me like that.
We're not lying. There's many more straight than the angels. The angels are not the worst end outcome. There's far more horrible people than the feds.
If you look at Grunt's hands, you can see him buffering a shoe that looks like it's gonna kick my ass. Is what it looks
Yeah,
like.
it's gonna be a bigger shoot than the angels.
Yeah, I don't believe that's what's gonna happen. Mac, I'm sorry. You can't gaslight me into believing that.
Should have prayed to God.
Okay, he's dead actually.
Oh, you don't know that.
Oh yes, Lou doesn't know that. Lou doesn't know that.
His army is still alive, though.
His army is still alive and well. They're actually in a new faction too.
Oh, did it say anything?
I did.
You should have prayed to the angels. That's all I'm saying.
Mac, I should have done a lot of things, but Lou isn't religious, so she wouldn't have think to pray to God in the first place.
Yeah. Need to find the correct vibe. I'm going.
Oh, it's raining outside. Ah, we found. Sorry. I heard thunderstorms near my house. I was like, oh no.
It's part of the curse I gave you, Red.
It's part of the curse.
You didn't shit the bed. I shat in your bed, in fact.
Setting up those rakes and shoes.
You've rolled, I think, only complications this session, right?
No, showed a few partials. A few partials.
I've only had one
partials.
partial. Only two partials. Everything else has been a complication.
Oh, I'm making the sticker already. I need to
Wait,
conquer.
let me update this.
My claim to thanks Tamara for let the chat know. My claim to fame.
We need to get that up to date.
It happens to everyone eventually.
I need to go to the conquer.
This is gonna be a really awkward conversation to have in the coven meeting the next few months.
It's gonna be an early coven meeting.
Yeah, so guys, my bad. I didn't think oh god, the only stat I cared about was Hearth, and now I still suck at that. Sad face.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, you rolled that, and you were like actually in quite a lot of pain.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me do a funny thing. I'm sorry this is taking a while, but like I have so many options. I wanna.
Fine.
Choose from. Entire factory.
It is an entire factory. Tempting to do.
Pray to the angel. I'm saying.
Yeah, because if you pray to the angels, it would have just like been much more straightforward. But now I can make this much more horrible.
I have to be honest about what the character was. Yeah. She's not a religious person. Never grew up. Never went to church. I presume.
Sometimes the feds are the good guys, right?
Look, I'm gonna be honest, Mac. It's something that would be so against the character I have in my mind.
Tell me the prayer.
Maybe that'll
I
help
think,
me
yeah.
decide.
Like I said, it's just a bit of panic and fear, basically asking for someone to help save her. Essentially, that's really it. I don't think you can tell me otherwise, but I assume that Lou hasn't gone to church or knows
Well,
the
everyone
proper
has to
procedure for
go
it.
to church, even if it's
Yeah.
like performative every now and then. Now, for
Okay,
the
I
last
got
2 years, you literally didn't have a priest. But before that,
Yeah.
because if you don't go to church at all, holy shit, the wrath of the villagers.
I
Yeah.
think it would be like just basically like in the moment, like she's looking at a giant beast coming down for her. She's injured. She has no idea what the fuck's going on. She's in panic mode. She's just like, please. I guess you can even say, please God, anyone, please just. I don't want to die like this. Please, please, basically.
Yeah,
And she's just
well,
like
as you
backing up.
say that, and the world seems to just sort of grind to a halt. As you almost see the werewolf Aten in the middle of like trying to get to God knows what. You say that, God, anyone help. There is a figure, all bright as light floods the entire church. This figure stares at you with, not sure, indifference, pity.
Is it fucking him? Let's see.
Hmm.
Ah, that's him. The angel.
What are you doing outside your box?
The angels are here. He was never in a box. He's
I
pretending.
know.
Like-
This is me, Red.
Looks at you and says, a witch praying to God.
The irony can be pretty startling once you're. Well, are you here to help me or condemn me to hell?
Can do either, depending on what you want.
I don't want to die, and I don't. There's so much I have to do. I can't die like this. Not like this.
Will help you, but well, you can only do that if you're willing to help yourself.
Of course, nothing's given for free. Not even moments like these.
I'm not planning on giving you other than the blueprint for your success. I think you can like gain, if I remember correctly, you can get dark magic by sacrificing your standing.
Oh, dear, you can? I actually didn't know that.
I think I remember something. I'm not. Let me double check.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's see. Transfer for every level social standing. Light to dark. Yes. So liked, expected. Dark magic. 0. Hit magic. You feel this power coursing through you. Says, are you ready to pay the price?
Yes, please.
Expected. Both. And it's 3 light magic. Plus 3 dark magic. Roll me, well, I think it's, think it would be, yeah. Attract lightning. Roll attract lightning.
Okay, gotcha.
Now, Red, if you fail the +3.
Yeah, do I still have to add my injury though, so I actually only have a +1.
Yes. Ah! Ah! Barely. Listen, we are here now. We are here now. You survive. I was like, I don't think there's any way out if you fail this one.
Yeah, I'm like, right, I can come back later with a new character. I'll be here next game with a new character.
Yeah. Time resumes and you feel so much energy being channeled from the ambient environment into you as your hand extends forwards, and a blast of wind and electricity as an entire gale fucking flings the creature and levels the fucking church around you. As walls shatter, the roof flies off, and you pass out.